There are over 100 perks in Fallout New Vegas, and in this video I will go through what I think are some of the worst perks that the game has to offer. Hi, I'm Mo and I'm trapped in Fallout. Number 1. Here and Now. The Here and Now perk obtained at level 10 is widely regarded as one of the most disappointing perks in Fallout New Vegas. Although it initially seems like a great benefit, it ultimately falls short and can harm the player's overall experience with the game. This is because the perk offers no tangible benefits in combat, crafting, or exploration. Instead, it simply provides an additional level which can be easily obtained through regular gameplay. As a result, the perk is of little use for players seeking to maximize their character's potential and create a powerful build. Number 2. Swift Learner. The Swift Learner perk in Fallout New Vegas is often criticized for being underwhelming and not particularly useful. This perk increases the amount of experience points you gain from every action by 10%, which actually sounds like a good deal, but you lose the benefit the moment you hit the max level cap in the game. First of all, the increase in experience points provided by Swift Learner is relatively small. At the early stages of the game, it might help you to level up a little bit faster, but as you progress, the effect becomes less noticeable. By the time you reach higher levels, the amount of experience required to level up is rather large, and the 10% bonus provided by Swift Learner is barely even noticeable. At this stage, you would probably benefit more from other perks that increase your critical hit chance, your health, your ability to sneak, etc. Number 3. Lead Belly. The Lead Belly perk in Fallout New Vegas is also often considered one of the not so useful perks in the game. While it sounds like it could be useful for a player looking to reduce radiation damage while exploring the wasteland, in practice it falls short of expectations and is generally considered underwhelming and not particularly useful, especially when you consider that there are many food and water sources that you can consume which do not generate any radiation damage. The primary benefit of Lead Belly is that it reduces radiation from eating and drinking. This can be useful in certain situations, such as when the player needs to eat or drink contaminated food or water in order to survive. However, the amount of radiation reduction provided by this perk at the most is 50%, and this does not provide enough protection to make a significant difference in gameplay, especially when you need to consume multiple water and possibly multiple food sources to heal up really quickly. Number 4. Broad Daylight. If a player is at level 36 in Fallout New Vegas, choosing the Broad Daylight perk might be a pretty bad choice. This is because the game doesn't get really dark enough in places for the player to use the Pip-Boy light regularly. Moreover, most players don't even use the Pip-Boy light since it doesn't really shine directly in front of the player and instead illuminates the area around them. Instead, a single cat eye chem can provide the necessary light in dark environments. Therefore, choosing the Broad Daylight perk isn't recommended since it doesn't offer significant advantages or benefits for the player. In summary, the Broad Daylight perk in Fallout New Vegas is a rather poor choice for players, particularly those at level 36. With the limited need for a Pip-Boy light and the availability of alternative light sources such as cat eye, players would be better served by selecting perks that provide more substantial benefits in areas such as combat, exploration, or crafting. Number 5. Computer Whiz. The Computer Whiz perk is one of the more underwhelming perks available in Fallout New Vegas, simply because of a trick you can use to get around it totally. The perk provides the player the ability to reset a terminal password after they have been locked out, which can be useful for accessing secure areas or unlocking doors. However, the usefulness of this perk is extremely limited, and it does not provide any significant benefits in combat, exploration, or other areas of the game. On top of that, when you actually are on your last attempt when trying to hack a terminal, Instead of using your last attempt, if you simply exit the terminal and enter it again, you will find that all your attempts have been replenished. This idea of exiting the terminal when you're on your last attempt and starting it again makes this perk pretty much useless. Number 6. Explorer. The Explorer perk in Fallout New Vegas is a highly debated perk that often draws criticism from the community. While the perk may seem useful at first glance, it ultimately falls flat in several key areas, making it one of the least popular perks in the game. One of the primary criticisms of the Explorer perk is that it takes away from the exploration and discovery that is a core part of the Fallout experience. Part of the allure of the game is uncovering hidden locations and discovering their secrets on your own. The Explorer perk, however, reveals all of the locations of the map, removing the sense of discovery and adventure that makes the game so compelling. Rather than stumbling upon new locations and experiencing them for the first time, players are simply given a list of places to visit, taking away the immersion experience of the game. On top of that, you can't actually fast travel to any of the locations that are discovered as a result of taking the perk anyway. They simply appear on your map, and that's about it. Once you have explored the game for many hours and are well into your gaming experience, there's a good probability that you would have discovered a lot of the locations on your own anyway. So taking the Explorer perk, whether you're a beginner or advanced, doesn't really give you the benefits you want. As a beginner, you can see a list of all the places, but you can't travel to them. And as someone who's a bit advanced, chances are you've discovered pretty much all the locations, if not at least 90% of it. Number 7. Mr. Sandman. The Mr. Sandman perk in Fallout New Vegas is often criticized for its limited usefulness. The perk grants a bonus to damage inflicted by sneak attacks with melee or unarmed weapon against sleeping targets, which is actually a rare occurrence in the game. In addition, the perk's instant kill effect is of little use against tough opponents who are very unlikely to be sleeping. The bonus XP gained from using this perk is also minimal, further decreasing its value. Overall, the perk's situational usefulness is too limited to justify investment of a skill point required to acquire it. Number 8. In Shining Armor. The In Shining Armor perk in Fallout New Vegas has the potential to be the great addition to a player's arsenal, as it allows metal armor and T45 power armor to gain additional damage threshold against energy weapons, some of the strongest weapons in the game. However, despite its promising concept, this perk is unfortunately broken. In actuality, the In Shining Armor perk is completely non-functional due to a programming error. In reality, this perk should be looking for a tag called Energy Weapons, but instead it checks for a tag called Energy. There is no such thing as an Energy tag, whereas there is such a thing as Energy Weapons tag. Because of this glitch, this results in the perk being unable to provide any benefit to the player. Despite this being a well-known issue, the worst perk in Fallout New Vegas, this problem has not been addressed in the vanilla version of the game, making In Shining Armor pretty much useless. Players who invest in the Shining Armor perk will be extremely disappointed as it fails to deliver on any real benefit. The broken state of the perk renders it useless, and players are better off investing their skill point in any other perk that offers any actual advantages in combat or any other area of the game. Overall, the In Shining Armor perk is a wasted opportunity, and it is a shame that it does not function as intended. In this video, I went through what I think are some of the worst perks in Fallout New Vegas. If you're instead interested in some of the best perks in Fallout New Vegas, then click on the video you see on the screen now.